Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be doing July 2021 Csec Mathematics past paper. Question 4. It will be on equation of a line and functions. Let's get started. Question 4 states, Part A, the diagram below shows two lines, L1, this is L1, and L2. Here we have L2. The equation of the line L1 is x plus 2y equal 10. That's this line. The line L2 passes through the point 0, -5 and is perpendicular to L1. Now, express the equation of the line L1 in the form y equal mx plus c. So L1, we're giving it as x plus 2y equal 10. I need it in the form y equal mx plus c, where m is a gradient and c is a constant. So the first thing I will do is carry over the x. Now, carrying it over means you have changed the sign. It's like you subtract x on both sides. So carrying it over, it will become a negative x. So what I'll have here is 2y is equal. Now, some persons will put 10 minus x because we carried over and the usual attempt is to put it here. However, because I want it in this form, I'm going to rearrange this where I would have minus x. And since the 10 is positive, we write plus 10. So right here, I'll have minus x plus 10. 2y, the y needs to not have this coefficient. So I divide both sides by 2. This cancel, 2 into 10 goes 5 times. Now, if I have minus x over 2, it's the same thing as the minus x is like a negative 1x. So it's the same thing as negative 1 over 2x. These are the same thing. But this line is the same thing as y equal negative 1 over 2x plus 5. So negative a half x is the same thing as minus x over 2. So if this was a 3, then this would be minus 3 over 2x. If this was a 5, it will be minus 5 over 2x. So this is the equation of the line where you can clearly see the gradient and the constant. So we already identified the gradient. So state the gradient of L1. Looking at this, the gradient is a number that's in front of x. So gradient is equal to negative a half. Or some persons will say negative 0.5. The next word, hence determine the equation of the line L2. Now, L2 is perpendicular to L1. Once a line is perpendicular, we know M1 times M2 is equal to negative 1. So that clearly means that M2, which is the second line, let's say M2 is the second line, the gradient will be equal to minus 1 over M1. Now, M1, which is this gradient, is negative a half. So remember, I did it to this, negative a half or negative 0.5. So M2 is equal to minus 1 over negative a half. Now, when you have a fraction in the denominator, we can flip it. And the negatives are going to cancel. So this will be 2. You're still not with me with this? Remember, negative 1 over negative a half is the same thing as negative 1 divided by negative a half. We change the division to multiplication and we invert, so it becomes 2 over negative 1. The negatives would cancel, and here 1 times 2 is 2. So the gradient is 2. That's the first thing you need when you have a line. I've just established that the gradient is equal to 2. And remember, the original question says it passes through the point 0, negative 5. So I am going to use the points 0 and negative 5. And this can help me to find the y-intercept. General equation is always y equal mx plus c. I know the gradient. The gradient is 2, but I don't know what is the y-intercept. Now, looking at this, 0, negative 5. Let's look at the line. 0, negative 5. This right here is telling me that it cuts the y-axis at negative 5. This is saying x is 0 and y is minus 5. So I'm cutting the axis at negative 5. So this is clearly telling me that C is negative 5. So therefore I have the answer for this. What is the equation of this line? It is y equal to x minus 5. Next part B. Given that fx equal 1/3 x plus 4 and gx equal 3x over x plus 1, determine the value of f of 9. So this is the f of x function. Now, f of 9 means x is equal to 9. So what I'm going to do is replace x to be 9 here. So I have 1 over 3 times 9 plus 4. Now, 1/3 times 9, that's 3, because 3 into 9 goes 3 times. I have 3 plus 4, so the answer is 7. This one is asking to calculate the value of fg minus 3. So it's asking us to substitute minus 3 into g, and the result that I get, I substitute it into f. So g of x is this, and I will replace x with minus 3. So I'm going to find out g of minus 3 first. So you work in the inside first. So you have 3 times minus 3 all over minus 3 plus 1. Negative 3 times 3, that's negative 9. And minus 3 plus 1, that's minus 2. Now the negatives cancel, so this becomes 9 over 2. This result that I have, I am going to substitute it into f. So I have f of 9 over 2 is equal to 1/3 times 9 over 2 plus 4. Now we can do some cancellation. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. So what I have here is 3 over 2 plus 4, and I can find the LCM, put this over 1. So the LCM for this is 2. So 2 into 2 goes 1 time. 1 times 3, that's 3. And 1 into 2 goes 2 times. 2 times 4, that's 8. So 3 plus 8, that's 11. So the answer for this is 11 over 2. This is the answer. Determine the value of x for which gx is equal to 5 over 2. So we're focusing on gx, which is 3x over x plus 1. So gx is equal to 3x over x plus 1. I said gx is equal to 5 over 2. So I'm going to have 5 over 2 here is equal to 3x. And then we have x plus 1. Next, I am going to cross multiply. So multiply x plus 1 times 5. 5 times x, that's 5x. And 5 times 1, that's 5. 2 times 3x, that's 6x. And then I'm going to carry the 5x over the equal sign. So I have 5 is equal to 6x minus 5x. So 5 is equal to x, but usually we write it the other way, which is x is equal to 5. And that's it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.